Why is there a picture of my lawyer wearing my hat? Don't repeat the conversation in the car, asshole. We know the phones are on, dickhead. Well, remember yesterday your mother was telling you, reminding you of what your lawyer said? Yeah, not to go on YouTube or all I use YouTube for is to listen to Nicholas Shrek. Is there a law against listening to Nicholas Shrek? I pay for a service. Why aren't I getting it? And if I do have to get a lawyer, I will. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do that, but that's going to be big money. A lawyer's not going to see things the way I do. A lawyer's going to be like, let's go for the most money humanly possible. You know, I'm looking for a quickie cut right here, payout. And if you can't pay me out, buy me out in one fell swoop, then I'm forced to get a lawyer. I'm going to listen to Nicholas Shrek, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm going to use my internet, whatever condition it's in, and you can't do anything about it. I'm no longer in trouble for threatening a friend of mine, Claude's life. Yeah, you destroyed my entire life. I think the restraining order is up. Maybe Claude can get in on the lawsuit too, as well as the girls after I'm done. I don't know. But he was saying that because I had a restraining order in full effect. Now I don't. And I wouldn't hurt Claude in a million fucking years anyway. We grew up together. But I was looking for who did this. I'm saying only the police could do this if they wanted to. And I don't even think the police could do this or would have the volition. Maybe it's the FBI, but the FBI doesn't instigate. They don't go after people. That seems like the CIA. You know, and here we are a couple years later. You don't want me to secure a lawyer. If I must, that's what I'll do. And the more he looks, the more he's gonna see. I can think of a billion things off the top of my head. I could easily convince a, a good judge of this conspiracy. And that's what it's been. And a lawyer's going to want to go for the most. He's going to sue everyone. He's going to sue everyone you're affiliated with. And the lawyer's going to, trust me, I'm not a fucking lawyer, but I know what a lawyer would do. And it's going to be like a wolf versus a baby. He's going to take that baby and rip it apart in his fucking mouth and just rip it to shreds. Perry Mason, the motherfucker. No, I have no reason in the world to. I will cut the cord, but what's the difference at this point? Well, we got you where we want you, and we're going to play games outside to get you back on YouTube. YouTube is nothing. There's no power. We'll sue. YouTube will probably be sued as well. Do you understand how devastating a lawsuit could be to you? At the very least, what would I get? At the very fucking least. What do you think that would be for a lifetime? If I was you, I'd make a quick payout. Well, he's not going to get a lawyer. I think he might, though. I think he might. And that's a good idea. I'll start by talking to my my brother-in-law, my brother-in-laws, my sisters, and even Jean's kids, maybe. As much help as I can get to help me secure a lawyer, and then I can pay them for their help. Because that's what it's starting to look like. You're not going to move unless there's some kind of a massive legal. Think about that before you do anything, because I don't think you want a lawyer stepping in. The lawyer can retire after we're done. Me, I'm just looking for like I said, a quick fucking payout, which you should be eager to get. But we'll see what happens because I got a life to live and I'm gonna live it. I'll talk to my old band. I gotta go down and see Mike at some point and get myself together and get strong so I don't break down in tears in front of him and shit and embarrass him. But when I do that, I'll probably pass the message along to be like, you need to talk to Ted and Tim and Alex, Mike, and let's get ourselves a fucking lawyer. You know, I'll do whatever I have to do. But I didn't want to have to do that. I didn't want to have to make a federal case of it. But I mean, that's what they're insisting on.